He was only 5 feet 5 inches tall, but when he exploded onto the screen, he filled it. With a rat-a-tat delivery, a coiled spring energy, and eyes that could shift from charming twinkle to cold fury in an instant, he became the definitive American tough guy. He was James Cagney, and he didn't just play a role, he owned it. But the image of the fast-talking gangster, the pugnacious hero, the song and dance man with a fist of iron, that was only half the story. Behind the grit and the glamour was a man shaped by poverty, driven by loyalty, and possessed of a surprising sensitivity. He was a champion of workers' rights, a devoted family man, and an artist who battled studio tyranny to carve out his own destiny. Today, we're unearthing the real story of James Cagney, the explosive rise of the tough guy, and the tender heart that beat beneath the bravado. James Francis Cagney Jr. was born in 1919, not into Hollywood luxury, but into the grinding poverty of New York City's Lower East Side, a place famously known as Hell's Kitchen. His father, a bartender and amateur boxer, struggled with alcoholism and poor health. His mother, an Irish immigrant, was the rock of their family, trying to raise 5 children in a cramped tenement apartment. Life was a brutal education. Cagney worked from a young age: newspaper boy, library attendant, bellhop, copy boy for the New York Sun. He saw the dark underbelly of the city, the violence, the desperation. But he also saw the resilience, the humor, the sense of community. This stark realism would become the bedrock of his most memorable performances. He learned to fight, both literally and figuratively, and developed that lightning-quick wit as a defense mechanism. He was small, but he was scrappy, and he had a secret weapon: a passion for the stage. Cagney found his escape in the footlights. His early career was a grind through vaudeville, a vibrant but unforgiving world of song, dance, and sketch comedy. He started as a chorus boy, then formed a dance duo with his future wife, Frances Willard Billy Vernon. They crisscrossed the country, performing in dusty theaters, honing his craft. This period was crucial. It taught him discipline, timing, and how to command an audience with sheer presence. He was a natural song and dance man, a talent often overshadowed by his tough guy image. He could tap dance with the best of them, a skill that brought a fluid grace to his pugnacious on-screen movements. In 1929, he landed a role in the Broadway play Penny Arcade. It was here that Hollywood came calling. Warner Brothers bought the screen rights to the play, and a young, eager James Cagney was part of the package deal. He was heading west, unaware that he was about to become the roaring voice of a generation. James Cagney's first few films at Warner Brothers were unremarkable. He played supporting roles, but even then, his intensity stood out. Then came 1931, and a film that would define an era: The Public Enemy. As Tom Powers, a small-time hood rising violently through the ranks of Prohibition-era Chicago, Cagney was a revelation. He was brutal, charismatic, and terrifyingly real. The infamous scene where he shoves a grapefruit into Mae Clark's face wasn't in the script. It was his spontaneous improvisation. It shocked audiences, and it cemented his image. Warner Brothers had a new star, and they knew exactly what to do with him: make more gangster films. Little Caesar, Angels with Dirty Faces, Cagney became synonymous with the genre. He played these roles with a raw authenticity, never glorifying the violence, but always exploring the desperate humanity beneath. He was the angry young man of the Great Depression, a reflection of the public's frustrations. But while Hollywood celebrated his tough guy persona, Cagney himself was often deeply uncomfortable with it. James Cagney was never one to be pushed around, on screen or off. He clashed repeatedly with Warner Brothers over his contracts, his roles, and his pay. He was a vocal advocate for actors' rights in an era where studios held almost absolute power. He walked out, went on strike, and even filed lawsuits, often risking his entire career. This wasn't just about money for Cagney. It was about integrity. He was a co-founder of the Screen Actors Guild, fighting for fair wages and better working conditions for everyone. His famous line, "I have to fight Warner Brothers at least once a year, whether I need to or not," encapsulates his rebellious spirit. He wanted to diversify his roles, to prove he was more than just a gangster. He yearned for different challenges, to show the full range of his talents. And sometimes he got his wish. In 1942, he starred in Yankee Doodle Dandy, a musical biography of George M. Cohan. It was a role that allowed him to unleash his full vaudeville arsenal, singing, dancing, and a patriotic fervor that captivated the nation during World War II. He won an Academy Award for Best Actor, validating his fight for versatility. He went on to play a range of characters, cowboys, pilots, even Shakespearean clowns in stage productions. He was a performer first, a tough guy second. Despite his explosive on-screen presence, James Cagney was a remarkably private and devoted family man. He was married to Billie Vernon for 64 years, a rare feat in Hollywood. He preferred the quiet life on his farm in upstate New York to the glitz of Beverly Hills. He loved painting, sailing, and raising horses. In 1961, after making 1, 2, 3, he essentially retired from acting, choosing to spend time with his family and pursue his hobbies. He returned for a few cameo appearances later in life, most notably in Ragtime in 1981, proving he still had that spark, that unmistakable Cagney grit. He passed away in 1986 at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy that transcended the simple tough guy label. James Cagney was a paradox, a small man with colossal screen presence, a street fighter with a dancer's grace, a rebel who championed fairness. He was the embodiment of the American spirit, resilient, ambitious, and utterly authentic. He showed us that toughness wasn't just about violence, it was about integrity, loyalty, and standing up for what you believe in. He didn't just play iconic characters, he imprinted his own fierce, honest soul onto every single one. He wasn't just a movie star. He was a force of nature, and his roar still echoes through the annals of Hollywood. Thanks for watching the real story behind James Cagney, the man who shaped an era. If you were captivated by his journey, please hit the like button, subscribe for more untold stories of Hollywood legends, and tell us in the comments, what's your favorite James